We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live on in you now. But this is your fight. Yeah. Okay, so a new trailer for Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of the Skywalker, has just been released, or in American parlance, it would be dropped. Why is it dropped? No idea. It makes no bloody sense whatsoever. Really irritates me that it's released, not dropped. Now, before I get into that, what I was actually going to talk about in this video is the fact that Star Wars Episode 4 has been renamed. Yeah, well, I was confused as well when I heard about that. But basically what Disney have done is they haven't changed A New Hope. What they've done is they've changed it from Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope to just Star Wars A New Hope. Yeah, why Disney? Well then, why Disney just screwing around with it anyway? Why can't they just leave well alone? Why did George Lucas mess around with them in 1997 with the special editions? All the Han shot first, Greedo shot first, and he went and changed all that so that Han had a reason to shoot Greedo. It's just unbelievable, just unbelievable whatsoever. Han was supposed to be like that. Then again, last year we had Solo, and my God, what a bloody mess that was. Awful. I mean, as I said before in my review of The Age of Adeline, the film with Blake Lively, I like time travel-y kind of films, but that was a bloody awful film. Because she can't act for toffee. Although she wasn't actually bad in A Simple Favour. I actually really enjoyed that, even though it was a Paul Feig film. But the man in that film playing a young Harrison Ford was a man called Anthony Gruber. I'll pop a picture of him on screen as I talk about him now, and you'll see he is a man who should have been Han Solo. He actually bloody looks like Harrison Ford for a start. But anyway, at least he hasn't been tarred with the brush that is a pile of crap that was Solo, and Alden Ehrenreich was just flipping awful. Anyway, what we really want is Disney stick the Episode 4 thing back into it, stop messing around, give us the original versions of the original 3 films in 4K. I love 3D films, but these films weren't shot in 3D. If a film's not shot in 3D, don't bother with 3D conversions. Stop being money makers. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop messing about and just give us bloody 4K versions. Thank you very much. I mean, of the original films, not the special editions, because there was nothing special about them. It's like when they messed around with Red Dwarf and gave it like a sort of 14:9 aspect ratio and tried to sort of tart up some of the effects, and it just looked bloody ridiculous. Just give us the original and it's fine. But back to Episode 9, which is now titled Rise of the Skywalker. I thought it would be called Flange. That was what I was banking on, so I've lost all my money at the bookmakers. I'm watching this now. I can't show it on the video because otherwise I can't even put any audio on the video because otherwise it would just be claimed by Disney, and they make enough money, thank you very much. So we have Rey just running along. It's all very cinematic, I suppose, kind of the point. And there's a TIE fighter which looks all jazzed up, and she jumps up onto it, ready to kill someone. You see someone's hands in the trailer. I'm sure someone will post a comment on the video as to what whose hands they are. We've got BB-8, we've got Chewbacca, we've got Lando, he's back. But it just looks a bit... Yeah, it just looks like he should have been sort of laying off the pies a little bit. I mean, he shouldn't really just bring people back for the sake of it. I know they've got Carrie Fisher in there. That's understandable. Let's just hope they don't do anything stupid like they did in The Last Jedi and throw her out into outer space. I thought that was going to be how they killed her off. But no. Yeah, there's no atmosphere in The Last Jedi. No. There's Last Jedi was alright. The Force Awakens was a disappointment. 6 out of 10 for that. Last Jedi, 5 out of 10. It was a bit of a bloody mess. But throwing someone out into outer space. In fact, Solo, that had no atmosphere. That was just awful. Awful from start to finish. Woody Harrelson's always worth a watch, but then, he wasn't anything different from what he normally is. Tandy Newton, she's always worth a watch, but she wasn't in it as much as I was hoping she was going to be. But as for this new film, am I going to go and see it? Of course. It's the the last film in the series before, probably, most likely, Disney bring out another trilogy. But they shouldn't really. They should just call it a day. I've just been heckled by the boiler, which has come on while I'm just paused for a moment. I'm going to go and switch that off because it's rattling and annoying. So yes, am I going to go and see it? Of course I am. Am I really, really, really looking forward to it? Not really. I'll go and see it just to tick off a box, like a lot of films these days. I just hope it's not so bloody long. I mean, Force Awakens was 2.25 hours. The Last Jedi, I think, was 2 hours 32 minutes. You know, we've got sort of competition in how long you can run a bloody film at the moment with the Avengers Endgame, which is going to be 3 hours and 2 minutes. You don't need a film to be that long. Perhaps they should have made 3 films, like The Hobbit. Then again, all those were 3 hours long. At least they were damn sight more interesting than bloody Infinity War, that's for sure. But what's more interesting than possibly watching the trailer for Rise of the Skywalker is some of the comments on it, because as the trailer ends, you get Emperor Palpatine's Darth Sidious laughing. There's quite a few interesting comments on the internet at the moment. These are on the movie clips video. There's one guy, I presume he's a guy, who has a username of -4 subscribers with a hammer. Yeah. He says, this movie is either going to be great or terrible. Let's hope it's the former. Well, the last two were mediocre, not great or terrible. At various points throughout the trailer, we've got chat from Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, obviously, because he died in the last one. But will he come back or will he just be a ghost? I don't really care. One person who calls themselves Marvel Spider-Man. They put, that laughter, it could only be Emperor Palpatine. He is back, boys. Lando too. Murray001 says, and Jar Jar Binks. I hope so. He's the real Jedi Master, admit it. Oh God, no. Don't bring him back. All for Fun just says, only 6 episodes are the Star Wars saga. I beg to differ. Only the 3 that came out originally in the 70s and the 80s. Divine Aaron says, I thought it was the Joker. No. Nick Strockier says, no, it's Billy from Predator. A chick with drumsticks says, if it's Palpatine, I've got one question, dude. How the hell is he back? It's a film. They can just make it up as they go along. I'm not saying that it's not possible that he's in a film. I just want to know how. From a fan perspective, how? Well, try watching the film when it comes out. It's usually like the second Thursday in December that it comes out. So, I was going to say you've not got long to wait. It's now April as I speak. So yeah, you've got about 8 months. So yeah, I've got a fair bit of time to wait. Maddie Bendy says, I'm calling it now. Poor Lando is going to die. Probably from all those donuts. The Curious Monkey Elliot says, thank God it's the last episode in this trilogy, because the last 2 episodes were nothing but a pile of hot garbage. This movie will be no less a monster dump heap. Force Awakens was just a fan service. Lazy writing. Yeah, pretty much. And why bring back John Boyega? I know he's one of the main characters, but he cannot act for toffee. The Last Jedi was absolute junk, and the worst? This? Just the icing on the cake to reinforce a bunch of characters in the trilogy that no one cares about or feels connected with. Do you truly feel connected to Rey, Finn or Poe? Is that one of the Teletubbies? Oh, he's put Poe as in P.O. That's... Poe is one of the Teletubbies, actually, P.O. Yeah, he's talking about Cameron Poe. I think that's his name. Yeah, I've lost track. I watched both of the other 2 films once. I've never rewatched them, so I can't see the point. But I don't think Daisy Ridley can act pretty much either. It's just, then again, how many of the original cast could act properly? Harrison Ford, that's just about it. Mark Hamill is alright, but he's just really along for the ride, and he's done quite well out of it. There's Kyle Paddy, who just sort of put some emotes saying Palpatine exists, Luke cries while drinking blue milk. And there's some people who want a force ghost rather, Hayden, and some people want a force ghost, Ewan McGregor. They want Anakin back in this as well. Time Lord says, it has Luke saying, no one is ever really gone. Fade to black. It's a me, Jar Jar Binks. I wouldn't be surprised. One person says that would be cool, another says, oh hell no, burn it with fire. And another says, will we get someone making a fake trailer with Jar Jar Binks at the end instead? But my favourite comment on this comes from someone whose name I can't read out because it's Russian, and they've just put, they obviously misspelt kids. They put, just want to show this comment to my future lids in 20 years. Only David Wood says, your future lids would love it. Benadryl Cummerbund says, lol, lids. I have to return some videotape, says, how many lids do you plan on having? And Z3POXP says, so, you're just going to disregard the cups? Just mad. Yeah, well, that's probably given me more of a laugh than either of the previous two films. I mean, although Last Jedi, it did have a lot of laughs at the start. I thought they were just going to take it down that route, and then it just kind of fell apart after the first third. But anyway, are you going to go and watch this film? Of course you are. You know, if you're watching this video, you're definitely going to go and see it anyway. But yeah, I'll go and see it to tick off a box, as I said. But I don't know. I'm not hugely invested in it. So I'll wrap this video up now. But what I will say is, it's actually my birthday on Sunday, and I will be 47, the same age as, well, no, the same number as the Hitman, Agent 47. So if you've made it this far into the video, see how many people are, put a note in the comments saying #Hitman. Yeah, #Hitman. Just see how many people get there. In the meantime, please like this video and share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. And cue Genesis.